Okay, so the next thing we should talk about is switching characters, cover changing.
Which
Help me
you
out.
didn't know about.
Right, help me out.
Yeah, all right. So it should show up on the screen right now. Switching characters, another important factor of Dragon Ball Legends. I did say you control the characters one by one, but you are fighting in a party of 3.
Right.
So you gotta know when to switch around, what kind of advantages and disadvantages are going on right now in terms of elements. It's actually on screen right now. I should be reading that. So point 1, as I said, elements. Element factor is a big thing. You actually take a lot more damage when you're at a disadvantage in terms of element relationship.
Right.
So if you're red, don't get punched by blue. That will be a really bad thing for you.
It's a bad time.
In fact, you want to get punched maybe if the enemy's blue, you want to be punched while you're green.
Right, because then you're at the advantage.
You take a lot less damage. So things like that. And of course, 2, it's another merit or pro to changing characters is you get to keep your character alive.
Yeah.
If you just leave your character on without switching, that character might end up being knocked out. That will mean 1 less character for you and 1 more character for the enemy, actually. So 2 to 3 isn't exactly a good situation.
No,
No.
no, it's not.
And 3, actually, it saves you during combo. As I said earlier, there's actually a mechanic where you can change characters mid-combo so you can disperse the damage.
Right. Yeah.
All right, so we'll actually show it to you via actual demonstration.
Oh no,
Here.
this is gonna be a bad time.
Don't worry about it. So your screen should be showing up next to your hand, which will show you whether you're playing or not.
I am.
So you're Shallot again, I'm Goku.
Right.
So let's start off with simple character switching.
Okay.
If you look to the left, you see your 2 other characters that's in your party, out of the 3 that you selected. Apparently, you selected Pan and Android 17.
Yeah.
So right now, I'm Goku. Super Saiyan Goku. He is red, which means he's actually at a disadvantage against blue. And that actually shows next to Pan's face.
The blue arrow.
The blue arrow.
Yeah.
When you're at a disadvantage, it becomes a red arrow facing downwards. So that's actually a very visible cue as to whether you should have that character out or not. So right now, it might be better to have Pan out. Let's just, do you know how to switch?
Yeah. No, I know that.
Yeah.
I know that much.
I'm a bit worried.
Look, I'm bad, but I'm not that bad.
So Pan is out here right now. Obviously, that's better for you. You deal more damage and you take less damage. Again, in my situation, I would like to switch maybe to Piccolo.
Oh.
And it shows that the element factor is at a disadvantage for you on your screen.
It sure is.
Very obvious. We like to keep it obvious because the color isn't exactly directly connected to character lore or background or anything such. It's entirely technical.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it is. It is. Don't read too much into it. So right now, again, you're at a disadvantage. So I'm going to actually show you another thing that I talked about earlier. I'm going to attack you, and you're going to dodge. You okay with that?
No.
Please
but
dodge.
Sure. Okay.
Dodge.
Did I?
All right, I'm going to attack you.
Okay. Okay.
There we go.
I did it.
So, as I said earlier, your vanishing gauge goes down immediately after you dodge. Now, after I attack you and you dodge again, switch to Android 17.
Okay.
I'm going to attack.
Yeah.
There we
Did
go.
it.
So
I did
if you look at their butt again, the gauge is filled up.
It sure is. No, that's actually really cool, and yeah, I feel very dumb for not knowing that before.
Well, the more you know.
Yeah.
So, another thing about switching, awesome part about it is the cover change mechanic.
Right.
Let's actually go back to Shallot.
Oh no.
I'm going to attack you.
Oh, my poor boy.
I'm actually going to wait until the timer runs out. So if you look carefully to the left on Android 17, there's a counter that shows you when you can switch again.
Okay.
Just like with the vanishing stuff, you can't spam it. You can't constantly keep switching. You have to make sure you know when you can switch with another character.
Right.
I wouldn't say it's an entirely guessing part of the game, but speculating what kind of character is going to show up next is going to help out with your next order of characters.
Right. Right.
So I'm gonna attack you.
Okay.
During my combo, I want you to change to Android 17.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
You do not sound very confident.
Nope, especially because Shallot's health is really low.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna punch you.
Okay. I switched. Supposedly.
Oh,
there we go.
There
Okay.
we go. So Android 17 came to the rescue, pushed Shallot away.
Sure did.
So as you can see, you can change characters mid-combo.
Mhm.
It's a very big thing in this action-oriented game because you don't want your one character to take all the damage. You want to make sure you disperse damage. You don't want to have your character knocked out immediately.
Okay.
So this system helps with it.
I'm really glad because I'm the type of person that's like, I'm not gonna switch to the next character unless my other character dies.
No, that's not a smart thing to do.
Yeah, no, that's yeah.
You actually want as many characters as possible to be alive.
Well, I know now.
So another thing about my recommended character earlier that I talked about is Android 17 has a cover mechanic where he takes a lot less damage when he comes in to save the day.
Oh, okay.
So it's not just the element factor that was going on. He actually took look at that health on Android 17. You took maybe like a scratch.
I sure did.
So that's mainly because he's at an advantage in terms of element, and also because you came into the rescue during the combo.
And that's an ability. He has?
That's a unique ability.
Wow.
It's not just him. Piccolo has it too. Lots of other characters do. Try to actually read the character, maybe.
Look, I just want to collect them all.
Well, it might be a motivation for you to collect even more then.
Yeah, it definitely is.
I'm going to show you what happens when you cover change during a special arts or rising rush. Don't mind me biting my tongue.
No, you're fine.
So it's as I said earlier, you want to make sure you disperse the damage. You don't want your one character to take all the damage, and Rising Rush is one of the most powerful moves in the game.
It sure is.
It might instantly knock out a character if you don't pick the right card.
Yeah.
So you actually want to change characters so you have your character that's most maybe higher damage output is still in the game, or maybe you want your certain other character, maybe your favorite character you want to keep in the game. Maybe you don't want to let Shallot die.
I was just thinking that.
Yeah. So that's when you cover change and let them take the heat.
Let someone else take the damage. It's fine.
Yep. Oh, there we go. Fortunately, it's not Shallot being beaten up.
Oh, I'm glad it's not.
Nappa takes the heat for Goku actually right there.
Which is ironic.
And there's the Rising Rush. You can actually switch to a different character immediately and let that character take the Rising Rush. And Paikon could not choose the card correctly.
Poor Pycon. Oh, God. Yeah, no, he's okay. Bye.
So that's what happens. But that player didn't want Goku to be defeated by the Rising Rush. So in that sense, it's the right move. It's what you're supposed to do, maybe.
Because they could make or break it. Yeah. Okay.
Big difference to the game.
Okay. Timing of the characters. Constantly switch to an advantage, element or equal to, because even if it's equal, it's better than being at a disadvantage.
Yes.
Okay. Distribute among the three and don't let one die.
Yeah, don't be like, but I'll change to the next character when he gets knocked out.
It'll be fine.
No, it won't.
And cover change every time you feel you're in danger, because it will also help a lot with getting back your stamina. Okay.
And just one bit of advice, try to do this a lot in maybe the first parts of your battle rank PvP experience, because you gotta experience it firsthand to know the right timing, or maybe certain characters to keep alive, prioritize over others. It's something that you gotta experience for yourself.
Yeah. You learn with experience. Absolutely.
Definitely.